Music Blitz. Okay, I'm just going through this real quick. I'm gonna shoot for under 4 minutes. I'm moving my supper there. That was some ground beef and ground chicken as well, and I mixed with basil and then some sort of, it's not a serrano. It was like a sweet, mildly spicy but sweet pepper. 2 of them a friend gave me, and I diced them and put them in there in the stir fry. Anyways, we have a collection of 7 inches I got from Armageddon Records. It's in Providence, Rhode Island, and there was, I believe it was started and maybe still ran by the lead singer of the political hardcore fastcore band Drop Dead, Ben. But here we go. First up, Corrupted Ideals Anti-Trend. This was on New Red Archive. I remember this label as, it's a San Francisco hardcore punk label, or it was. They put out like that first Swingin' Utters LP, The Streets of San Francisco. Yeah, green vinyl. Not bad. New Red Archives. They also put out some other new local bands from there at the time, like Snap Her, as an all-girl punk band, like a UK sounding and looking band. And then they repressed like old 80s stuff like Reagan Youth, Hogan's Heroes, and I forgot who else. But anyways, who cares? If you care. Next up is this from 1992. This is a New York Lower East Side hardcore punk comp called Sick But Slick. It's got bands like SFA, Huaspongo. I saw them live at some DIY punk center in Colorado Springs, Colorado back in 97. Bands No Win Situation, never heard of. Yupicide, I've heard of them. Awkward Thought, I'm guessing these are like Lower East Side, ABC No Rios type bands. Out on Nah Post Records out of Buchanan, New York. Awkward Thought. Okay, there's the songs and artists. We're at the 2.5 mark. Let me pause it. Okay, and here we are back. Oh, those sleeves were taped shut, so I'm gonna have to pause these every time. I should have opened them ahead of time. Okay, there's a nasty ass. I don't know if it's a deformed child or the warped graphics. Here we go, and here is on black vinyl. What an interesting comp. Early 90s, it's like New York was like still gritty but starting to gentrify, and also at the same time I think that whole tough guy hardcore scene was becoming not as violent. Huaspongo, yeah, definitely a hardcore political band. I remember seeing them at this DIY punk center called Chapel Perilous in Colorado Springs, and like I remember the lead singer started talking about like sweatshops in third world countries, and he was like talking to the audience like, "Oh, we need to talk about these things. Let's converse." And then this one guy, he addressed him. They started arguing, but whatever. Okay. Ooh, all recorded at Don Fury's studio. That's the hardcore guy. Production studio, recording studio. Look at that thing. I see Bill Florio. Hell no. Bug Out Society. Oh yeah. Neo Tribal War. Oh yeah. Lower East Side. Early 90s. Speaking of the To Hell and Back comp, To Hell and Back, the Shemps split 7-inch. Oh man, I should have made a separate video for each of these. To Hell and Back, I believe, is from Albany, New York. That would be Nate Wilson of much of good stuff, like Bloom Records and some other bands like Monster X, blah blah blah. 1 second, pause. Okay, now we're ready. The last 2 7-inches. The Shemps, okay, starting with New York City. The lead singer of that Artie was in some band called, it was in Coalition or Coalice or whatever, I can't remember. But I saw them at a basement show in Portland, Oregon. The house was called The Fuck Pit. Yes, oops. To Hell and Back. The Shemps, look at that. I love that. Yeah. that is some. They're more. The Shemps are like a garage rock band. But the guy Artie that sang for them was a more hardcore, metalcore sounding band. Anyways, whatever. To Hell and Back, they're more like stoner rock. It's good. I mean, it's nothing groundbreaking, but it gets the job done. From Albany, New York. Jim McNaught. I have that name sounds. 2002. Oh yeah, they probably. I think I saw them in 2002 on Gloom Records, which was Nate Wilson's record label. That's a good label. And by the way, check out Nate Wilson's blog, True Punk and Metal, blogspot.com. A lot of good stuff still up, available for downloading. A lot of good 80s thrash, black metal, and crossover, and Youth Crew. Alright, the last record. Reproach. This is a cover of a 7-inch compilation with bands covering Negative Approach. Ooh. So, yeah, on black vinyl. There's the whole. Okay, Drop Dead, Man is the Bastard, Spaz, KFC, I think that's Cops for Christ, spelled with a K. Side B is Voorhees, Union of Uranus, Chokehold, and Rupture. What an awesome comp. I don't know if I've heard it. That Spanish song that was on, I heard that on that Sweat Into the Oldies CD comp. So, Ugly Pop Records. I have to check that label out. Dedicated to hardcore. From Toronto. Awesome. Let's see, Drop Dead, yeah. Man, it's the band. I can go into a lot on those. Well, that's for another time. Oh, and this thing's messed up. I had the ability to flip the phone over so you can see my tired, worn out face. Yep, I'm not even here. I'm here physically, but mentally no. Okay, thanks a lot. This is just a test video. Let's see if this jazz music doesn't get a copyright strike. All right, later. Good night. Thank you.